Welcome everyone to your Dragon Ball review, reviewing everything from classic Dragon Ball through to Dragon Ball Z. Probably most likely hit GT and we'll hit the Super at some point too. We are in Arc 6 of the Dragon Ball series, which is the King Piccolo arc. Yes. This covers anime episodes 102 through 122 and manga chapters 135 to 161. This is a massive arc. This is probably arguably, is it arguably? Arguably the peak of Dragon Ball. This is where everything throws out the window. We're no longer playing around. We're no longer just having regular tournaments for fun. This is a true world threat to not only just Goku and friends, but into the whole entire world. Now, these other arcs, they've been cute. They've been decent. I ain't gonna lie, they've been decent. They've been alright. They've been alright. They've been decent. They've been decent. We got the little fun arcs out the way. We got the little miniature people like the Red Ribbon Army and Emperor Pilaf and them. We got them up out of here. This is the real arc. This is the arc that pretty much changed the future of Dragon Ball. Quite honestly, it stands out as probably arguably the greatest, one of the greatest arcs in Dragon Ball. A lot of people, some people don't even know about it. That's the crazy part. Some people they heard about it, they probably ain't even watched a lick of it, which is kind of redunculous. You got to do better. You got to do. Can't call yourself a Dragon Ball fan. You ain't never seen Dragon. Um, Man, let's get started, dog. Let's get started and let's get it started up in this mug. Let's go through these reviews. Let's break down everything that happens in this arc. Let's get it. First of all, we started off. Krillin is dead. Yep, you heard me. Yep, Krillin is dead. Um, it starts off with Krillin being killed backstage. He was found backstage, murdered by what ended up being one of King Piccolo's children that he ended up making. But I can't really say his name. It's Tamburina, that guy. Yeah, right there, right there, right there, right there. It was him. He's the one who killed them. He killed them, and then he took the list of the martial artists who competed not only just in the world but in all the world tournaments and stuff. He came and got them up out of there. That's what ended up happening. Tell him about the backstory about Demon King Piccolo, which is right here, as you can tell right now, going on the screen right now. Basically, he was around back in the good old days, right there, beating down all the martial artists that you can tell, which is kind of crazy if you take a look at it. All these monks right here are getting their tail beat, get them up out of here, and he ended up getting sealed away with the evil containment wave, which we can. Let me see if I can skip ahead a little bit for that real quick. The evil wave that the master right here ended up using against Demon King Piccolo put him. He got sealed. You know, he got sealed up in a spot. That's what ended up happening right here. As you could tell right there, this what actually happens. Being surprised that somebody so powerful can be trapped into a jar and then you put a seal on it. Very similar to what you've seen in Dragon Ball Super. They try to use that same technique, but end up failing because Goku sucks at his job. Let's be honest here, and that's how they end up sealing him away. Like him, they just need something with a lid that can be locked. That's literally all it is. You just need a lid that needs to be locked. Good to go, but it does cause up your energy, and I think you die because of it. If I'm not mistaken, I think you die. I think you die because of it. So that is what ended up happening. We're gonna skip ahead. We're gonna skip ahead. Yep. We can go back. Actually, we don't got to skip too far. Let's go back. We can go back. We'll get this right there. Get that right there. Anyway, so now that he has returned because of guess who helped him? Guess who helped him? Arc one main villains, Emperor Pilaf and his gang end up helping breaking him free. So now they pretty much worship him. Now he's like, yeah, good. Back to what I was doing for real. So what's his goal? Kill every single martial artist like he did back in the past. Use the Dragon Balls to become young again, immortality. And then, of course, something easy like I don't know, conquer the world. You know, something easy, something like. But that's what happens. So to make sure this stuff happens, mm-mm. to make sure that actually happens, he created three offsprings. The first one was you saw earlier, that guy he ended up killing Krillin. The next guy, his name is Symbol. I don't know how he actually say his name. He goes and searches for the Dragon Balls, and then The third one would be Drum, who is just a brutal enforcer, just to fight. Let's just fight. Yes, not right now. Not right now. So those three alone is good enough to pretty much wipe a lot of the martial artists in the current era right now. At the current time frame, they're good enough to. Let me take this off because that distracts me. I ain't gonna lie, that does distract me. But that's what their job do. Their job is to kill all these skilled fighters and stuff, and Goku has to go and fight them against them. So, uh, doing this, General Blue has been killed. Many fighters are being killed around. Goku defeats the one looking for the Dragon Ball. He ends up defeating him, and then after he defeats him, this is where Piccolo encounters Goku. So this is the first time Goku gets to actually fight Demon King Piccolo. Demon King Piccolo is just he pretty much just wipes Goku. Quite honestly, Goku tries his best, but it's clearly a power gap between the two during this time frame. This is young. This is young Goku. Hasn't gotten any master crazy training just yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But of course, you fast forward a little bit later on. Master Roshi tries to use the same evil commandment wave that the monks of the past tried to use against the Demon King, and not only does it not work, but he pretty much gives up his life, aka he ended up dying because of it. He ended up dying in the middle of trying to use the same attack. Did not work out. And then, of course, Tien tries it for the first time, and then once again, did not work out. King Piccolo was way too much for him. I said, this is old man King Piccolo. This is not even prime King Piccolo. Old man King Piccolo, and that still did not work out. Okay, put it back. Children, seriously. My apologies. If I had to stop sometimes talking to someone else, talk to my child. Y'all be all right. Y'all be all right. And then, yes, the first time we actually get to see one of our main characters actually die. You know what I'm saying? Master Roshi actually legitimately dying trying to try that, and this did not work. And fear, you know what I'm saying? You got fear across the world. We don't know what to do. We don't know how we're supposed to handle this stuff going forward, but it did not work out that well. So next up we get Demon King Piccolo ended up grabbing all the Dragon Balls and making his wish. His wish was for eternal youth, aka going back to his prime, aka the most dangerous. Put it back. Put it back. Go put it in the trash now. You're distracting me from my work. Go. And after getting his immortality back in eternal youth, he killed Shenron. So the Dragon Balls can't be used again. So yes, like I said, this is the definition of the world being destroyed. He got his youth back. So this is the second time that the Dragon Balls are being used for evil. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Pilaf get his evil wish? No, somebody else got their wish. Somebody else got their wish. But Piccolo gets his youth back. Not only he gets his youth back, he ended up killing Shenron to make sure the Dragon Balls would never be used again. What are we doing here? Like, we were just GGing everybody. So now Goku survives the encounter with Demon King Piccolo, old man Demon King Piccolo. He has to go train. He needs to get stronger. He has to do something different. This did not work out. So what he has to do, he climbs Corn Tower once again, and they have a special super water called the Ultra Divine Water, and plus to increase his power. Now, of course, the danger is if he drink it, he could die, but if he survives it, he gets massive power. And guess what? He survives it. He gets master power. And with him getting master power, he can now go ahead and challenge Demon King Piccolo for the ultimate showdown. This has become one of the most iconic fights in all of Dragon Ball. And it's awesome fight, quite honestly. If you have not seen it, you have to, like I said, you guys have to go out and watch these fights, man. Y'all be chilling. Y'all Dragon Ball fans. Y'all call yourself Dragon Ball fans, but then you don't go watch art. You know what I'm saying? You got to go watch this stuff. This stuff is really good. This stuff is really good. Dragon Ball is fantastic for me personally. So then they have this epic 1v1 fight. The Tien tries to get involved. which led to Drum being created, and Drum ended up almost killing Tien. But Goku was able to stop him, beat him, one shots him, takes him out. And then Goku versus Piccolo goes at it, and Goku ended up killing Demon King Piccolo by using all his strength into the what they call the Ozaka fist, you want to call it, grade 8 fist, crazy, a grade 8 fist. And he ended up going blowing a hole through Demon King Piccolo. But even with that being said, the Demon King Piccolo does one last thing, that is spit out the final egg, and that final egg will be Piccolo Jr., who will come very later on. So after all that drama, Goku's hospitalized. They're forced to accept that Shenron's dead, no more Dragon Balls. And then finally, for the first time ever, who comes into the next arc and changes up stuff, Kami shows up at the very end, the mysterious god of Earth. And that's kind of like where we ended off this chapter, ended off this arc. This is a crazy arc. It was a beautiful arc. I definitely enjoyed it. When I read this, I read all Dragon Ball. I read Dragon Ball. Reading this and watching, reading this and all that stuff, man, you could definitely tell the differences between the other arcs compared to this arc. This arc was ridiculous. It was everything upgraded, from the fun jokes and stuff, and the not real this adventure style into a world changing event that is the Demon King Piccolo arc, and that's exactly what this was. I mean, look at look at this man's power strength. Let's be honest here. And I loved it. I love everything about it. It was beautiful to watch. It's awesome to see how powerful this man was. And then we got to see Goku get the train, going back to retrain and getting a power boost just to challenge him to a battle, just to barely win, very, very barely lit. That's what I said. I don't think you guys understand. Dragon Ball set up a lot of foundations for stuff that happens later on. And the fact that we're used to the main character winning what minimal damage, right? I mean, you look at Dragon Ball Super now, Goku now, you're like, they get to shove it off and they be all right. This is back in where the Senso's beams wasn't really Senso beam right now. It was very rare, if any. I think they got I think if they had some, it was like one. That was it. There's no more Dragon Balls. We haven't seen that in Dragon Ball in later on seasons. And the epic showdown between the two going crazy, and then Goku being legit hospitalized, and the world just felt like, what we're supposed to do before that mystery character pops up. That screams Dragon Ball to me. That screams everything epic about Dragon Ball. Um, this beautiful work. But my personal opinion, definitely easily, stop sharing that. Definitely easily the best arc in Dragon Ball, current Dragon in that Dragon Ball state right there. It outshines everybody else. I think it goes toe to toe. No, I don't think anything goes toe to toe with it. That fight was special. Everything about it was, I think it sets on its own. And then it sets us up for Piccolo Jr., sets us up for Kami's being introduced for the first time and stuff. Everything gets sets up in the next arc, all because of this arc and how much stuff can change. So I 1000% love it. If you have not watched, like I say, if you have not watched any of these arcs, first of all, what you doing? What you doing? Stop it. And second off, go watch Dragon Ball, literally Dragon Ball, right now on YouTube. From what y'all was seeing right there, there's people out there on YouTube that are taking these arcs and they're making them like movies. Sit down, grab some popcorn, grab whatever, throw it on YouTube, watch Dragon Ball arc by arc. People are literally doing it for you. Quite honestly, just watch it. Just watch it. In my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion, guys. Make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Apparently, it's been 3 years since I've been on YouTube. That's kind of crazy. I guess uploading videos, I should say. That's what's up. Shout out to y'all for subscribing and stuff and watching the videos and stuff. You don't always have to subscribe and stuff like that. I just appreciate y'all watching the videos and taking time out to watch me. I appreciate it. But I'll catch y'all on the next one.